Hi, my name is Nikhil, and this is my deep Q learning assignment. I built on DQ an agent that learns to play Atari Freeway using the arcade learning environment and PyTorch. So first, let me explain the environment. Freeway is a Atari 2600 game where you can control a chicken trying to cross the busy 10-lane highway. The goal is to reach the top of the screen without getting hit by a car. The observation space is a 210 by 160 RGB image. These raw pixels are what the agent sees. I pre-processed each frame by converting it to a grayscale, resizing it to 84 by 84 and stacking 4 consecutive frames together. This gives the agent a sense of motion so it can detect when cars are approaching. The action space is very simple, just 3 actions: do nothing, move up or move down. And the reward is a +1 each time the chicken successfully reaches the top. That's it. 0 rewards for everything else, which make this a sparse problem. Okay, so here's my DQN implementation. The neural network has 3 convocation layers for extracting visual features from the game frames, followed by 2 fully connected layers that outputs Q value for each of the 3 actions. The network has about 1.7 million trainable parameters. It takes in the 4 stacked frame and output 3 numbers. The estimated Q values for each action, the agent picks the action with the highest Q value. I also implemented experience replays, which stores past transitions and sample random mini batches for training. This break temporal correlation and stabilized learning. And I used a separate target network that gets updated every 1000 steps, which prevent the training target to shift too quickly. Coming to my baseline. Okay, so for the baseline, I trained 100 episodes with a learning rate of 0.00025, gamma of 0.99, and epsilon decaying of 1 down to 0.01. The results are a mean reward of 5.52, meaning the chicken crosses highway about 5 to 6 times per episode on average. Training took about 45 minutes on CPU. You can see the plot that the reward starts near 0. That's when the agent is exploring randomly and then climbs steadily as it learns to move upward through traffic. Next, I experimented with Bellman equation parameters. First, I increased the learning rate to 0.001, 4 times higher than baseline. This was catastrophic. The mean reward dropped to just 0.5, a 91% decline. The higher learning rate caused the Q values to overshoot and training become unstable. You can see the reward curve basically flat near 0. Then I tried lowering gamma to 0.8 instead of 0.99. This gave a mean reward of 3, about half the baseline. The problem is that in freeway, the chicken needs many steps to reach the top and get a +1 reward. With a lower gamma, the agent discounts that future reward too heavily, so it loses motivation to keep moving upward. This really shows why a high discount factor matters in long horizon tasks. For policy exploration, I implemented Boltzmann softmax policy as an alternative to epsilon greedy. Instead of choosing randomly with probability epsilon, Boltzmann assigned probability to action based on their Q values with a temperature parameter. Unfortunately, it scored a mean value of 0, complete failure. The issue is that with only 3 actions and Q values all starting near 0, the softmax distribution stays nearly uniform and never sharpens fast enough in just 50 episodes. Epsilon greedy is much more robust because it guarantees greedy exploitation regardless of Q value magnitudes. Now, Finally, I tried epsilon on 0.5 instead of 1 with a faster decay rate of 0.002. This actually gave the best result of all experiments. I mean, a reward of 6.04, slightly better than baseline. This makes sense for freeway because the optimal strategy is pretty simple. Just keep moving up so the agent doesn't need extensive random exploration. Starting with less random, lets it exploit its emerging policy sooner. Here's a comparison across all 5 experiments. The reduced epsilon configuration performed best at 6.04. Baseline was solid at 5.52. Lower gamma cut performance in half, and the high learning rate and Boltzmann policy essentially failed. The key takeaway: our learning rate is the most sensitive parameter. Too high and training collapse entirely. Discount factors need to be high for tasks where rewards are delayed, and exploration strategy matters. For simple environments, less exploration can actually be better. Okay, so this is my DQ and freeway implementation. Thank you for watching.